Hello beauties, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to have you back on the second episode of the Girl Chat series. Thank you so much for the support and for watching, for leaving your thoughts, for leaving your comments in the comment section of the first episode on this series. I just love the Girl Chat. I do love it, okay? Yeah, so if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Yemi, and this channel is all about inspiring you to own your life, live up to your potentials, and to be your best self. My OGs, I feel like you guys can already recite this. You can say it at the top of your head, okay? We're all about the growth, the wellness of women on this channel, okay? To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back for more videos, for sharing, for liking, for dropping your thoughts. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. So today it's going to be about me. We're going to be coming up close and personal. We're talking about me today, but it's not really about me, okay? I'm just sharing something from my own journey, just to hoping to inspire you, right? Not just to look into the future, to think about, decisions that you can make to improve your life, but also to look back at your journey, to help you look back at your journey, to think about it and be like, oh, I've made tough decisions in my life and I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for how far those decisions have brought me in life, and just remind you to be grateful for the work that you've done on yourself, for yourself. And also, if there is any tough decision you need to make at this moment, I'm hoping that this video will inspire you to just make that decision, and a few years from now you would be happy that you made that decision, okay? So today on the Girl Chat, we are going to be talking about tough decisions that I had to make in my life that I'm happy about, because these decisions did improve my life. So we are talking about 5 of them, I think 4 to 5 of them, yeah. I usually like to limit these things to 5 just so that the videos don't get too long, but I know that there's been a lot of decisions that I've made, but today they're going to be about tough decisions, because of course we make decisions every day, from simple small choices, small decisions, to big complex major life decisions. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 major decisions that I've made in my life that improved the quality of my life. Like I said, not just to help you to look forward, but to help you look back on your journey and be grateful. So if you're excited about today's conversation, let me see you give this video a thumbs up, okay? And let's just get into it. Okay? Okay, so as always, I have these things jotted out in my notes because I don't want to miss out on any detail on this conversation. So the first tough decision I had to make in my life that really improved the quality of my life is choosing to forgive and let go quickly. Choosing to forgive people who hurt me and deciding to let go quickly is one tough decision I had to make in my life that really improved the quality of my life. You guys, sometimes I even carry people's hurt on my head and choose not to forgive the people that have hurt them, especially if you are someone close to me, a loved one, like you're my sister, you're my very good friend, you're someone that I really value and appreciate. If someone hurts you, I can take it upon myself and not forgive that person, because I believe that you shouldn't hurt the people that you love, right? That's I find it difficult to understand why you would hurt someone that you care about, and it gets personal, it gets deep for me, that I feel like it's a control thing. I feel like I tend to hold on to that hurt because I just choose to stay angry. I feel like I used to feel like if I stay angry, I'm able to show that person that what you did is wrong. I'm able to emphasize that you hurt me, right? And I realized that it didn't really help me move forward in life, because you just hold on to hurt for so long that you can't even remember. I couldn't even remember why I'm angry. Like I said, I would be angry for somebody that hurts a friend. I would take it upon myself to be angry and not let go of that pain, that when I see you, I'm angry, right? And sometimes it comes off as me being, I've said this a couple of times before, where I would retaliate in a way. I mentioned this, we talked about this on the Truth and Tales podcast with Victoria, where we talked about, giving your husband back 50-50. Like, if they do me, I do you. Do me, I do you in a relationship, right? And if from my friendships, he entered into marriage as well, where I just felt like, if I hold on to that thing that you did that hurts me really badly, you would know that I'm not, this is not fair. You wouldn't do it again. So it was more about control, staying angry, choosing to allow those negative or hurtful emotions stay with me, so that you wouldn't try me, so that you will see me in a way that you would know that I'm not the person that you would do this to. But then that was my thoughts. That was what I thought I was doing. But then it did hurt me. It did affect me, because even simple things that I should let go easily, I don't, because I'm just used to letting you know that you can't take me for a ride. I mean, it did help in certain areas, but then when you do something for so long, you don't even know when to stop. You don't even know where to choose your battles. You don't even know where to let go. You just keep at it, right? So that was one decision I made in my life, and something really happened. There was someone I was really angry with, and before then I'd made, like, this was someone I was waiting to have in my life. And then when I did have this person in my life, I was so angry with something that they did. And I went to church one day, and the preacher, I can't even forget that message, and talked about forgiveness as an act of faith. And if I call myself a woman of faith, why am I holding on to hurt? Why do I choose to hold on to anger and hurt that I don't let go? Now it's not like I don't get angry with people, but I intentionally work on forgiving them. I'm not saying that forgiveness is a journey that has been easy for me. It's something that I struggled with, and I'm not saying it has been easy for me, but I do know that when I'm angry, when someone hurts me, I don't really hold on to it as so much that I don't want to forgive them, or I don't want to let it go. I'm angry, I'm experiencing that hurt, that pain that I need to experience at that moment, but looking forward to letting it go, looking forward to completely forgiving that person. So that is one decision I made that I know that has improved the quality of my life, because sometimes, people will do things to you, they do not mean to do it to you. It probably was an accident, and you are there, you're refusing to let go. It strains relationships. It doesn't help people move forward. And there's this Yoruba adage that say, we will fight with each other, and that's how people make friends. I can't even remember it. Like, you offend people offend you, and that's the beauty of like something along those lines. But anyways, so that's the first decision I made. It was really a tough decision for me. I know some of you are quick to forgive and let go, but it was something that I really struggled with, and I'm glad that at that point where I let go easily. Okay, so that's the first tough decision I made in my life that I'm happy about. People see me like I'm this all jolly good fellow, but you don't know the struggle with my previous friends. So yeah, that's the first decision I made that I'm happy about. Oh my god, another tough decision that I had to make, and I think this is one of the decisions I made early on in life. I think I was even still in secondary school. I made this decision, and that's this decision to never stay down in my life. Never stay down. I would always get back up. No matter what happens to me in life, I would always try to get back up. I would never allow myself to settle in defeat. I would always get back up. And I've mentioned it a couple of times. If you are you're not new to my channel, you know that I read this book. It was one of those books that I read that changed my life. Ben Carson's book, Gifted Hands. And it was just really the story of his mom. I mentioned it in that video where I talked about 5 books that changed my life. I'll link the video up and in the description box for you guys to watch if you're interested. And, the mom's journey really taught me early on that, what, there will be challenges ahead in your journey. There will be times where things don't go according to plan, but getting back up, choosing not to stay down is, the way forward. Like, you cannot just be there and be like, oh, life has given me this lemons. I'm just going to be here and just lick this sour lemons. I'm not going to make lemonade out of it. I'm just going to be here. I feel like the analogy that I would use, the illustration I would use is like, let's say, for example, you've been praying for a job and you get a job, and then the office they give you, is full of junks. Like everywhere is just cluttered with one thing or the other, old computers, damaged desk, and they just give you only have like one small space to sit in there and just do your job. And here you are somebody that you've been fantasizing about, this job and your office space and what it would look like for you, and they just put you in this jam-packed area. You can choose to be angry at work every day at your space, or you can choose to take one object out of that space every day. Choose to take one object out of that space every day until that space is clean enough for you to thrive, right? That's the analogy that comes to my head when it comes to staying down. So that's one decision I made early on in life, that no matter what life brings at me, no matter what life throws at me, I'm going to I'm going to get back up. And I thank God for my faith journey, because that choosing to grow in my faith is a decision that I'm really glad about, that I made. And I didn't add it to this list because that is a decision that affected every other decision that I made, okay? And I think my faith journey, growing in the faith, has also really helped me to get back up, because I always lean on God. Like, I'm one that I've never really trusted in my own ability, because I'm like, I'm too playful to think highly of myself in that nature. But I thank God that He has really helped me so far in my journey, that even when I make those decisions that, I'm not going to stay down, He has really helped me to be able to get back up. And sometimes some people might look at me and be like, you've not really had tough challenges in life. You don't know. You don't know. Hey. There's been things, it might not be as tough as what other people are experiencing, but I've had tough days. I've had challenging moments in my life. I've had moments where I felt stagnant. I've had things that were so tough that I just couldn't see a way out of it. And God has really helped me to get back up out of those situations. So that's one decision I also made early on in life that really helped me. If one relationship is not going the way I want it, I'll leave it, and knowing that there's a better one. So that really helped me to be very optimistic about my life. Okay, so if you're interested, you can steal that decision. Okay, and the third decision, by the way, before I go into the third decision, have you liked this video? Are you subscribed to this channel? Are you doing the right thing? Okay, click on the subscribe button before you leave and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, I would really appreciate if you like this video and share it with your friends and loved ones. All right, so yes, to the third decision that I made. The third one is managing my finances. You guys, you would think that this basic life principle or life knowledge I should have, no. This is one area of my life that I'm so grateful for, the people that God has put in my journey. I'm grateful for my parents, for the life they led, and for the way they managed their own finances, that they were able to afford a certain lifestyle for us children. So I'm grateful for my dad for that. And I'm also grateful for my relationships, like my friends and my husband, then boyfriend, now husband. I'm grateful for the people around me that they allowed me to just be because, as I've said a couple of times, I am a huge spender. I don't spend as much as I still spend, you guys, but I'm now managing my finances better. I'm well aware of how mismanaging my finances can affect your life. I mean, like I said, I've been fortunate to have good people in my life, but I think about women that, I've had money in their life. They've had opportunities to handle a large number of wealth, but they mismanaged it. And then later in life, they were in a position where they felt like, oh, if I had money to escape this situation. Like, managing your money, managing your finance is a major life skill, because we're in a world where money is the language for a lot of things. Honestly, it shouldn't be, but that's just the honest truth. Money is now the language for a lot of things. If you want to command a certain kind of respect, you should have money. If that's just the way it is, let's face reality, right? If you don't want people to mistreat you, you should be able to afford certain things for yourself. So I think managing my finances was a decision that it was tough for me. And I know what I'm saying, because I'm a huge spender. I love to spend money. I don't mind. And I don't really spend money on things that it's on food. I can eat. I love food. I love going out to eat. I love going out. So I don't mind spending my last money to just go out and just hang out and just enjoy my life. So yeah, but it got to a point where I realized that there are some projects that, God has put in my mind to do. If you don't have the money to do it, how are you going to execute? Maximizing your potentials, living up to your best self, you would need finances. You would need money, okay? So that's one decision that it was tough for me to just get it together, get my acts together. I'm still trying to get it together, but it's one decision I made that, you know what? I'm going to understand how money works. I'm going to look into budgeting. I'm going to look into saving, investing. I didn't have oh God, for the longest time, I didn't understand the idea of saving. Like, money is meant to be spent. Spend it. But yeah, and I'm not a spoiled child. You guys don't even think about it. Don't even think of it like that. I just didn't have that money wisdom. Okay. In another video, I'll talk about bad money habits that I had that kept me down. So, but yeah, managing my finances was another decision that I made that really helped my life. Fourth decision that I made, and this one really improved my life, is deciding who I want to be. I mean, setting a vision or having a sense of direction for my life. And it took me a while to get there, which, as a would with anybody, your 20s is like the time that you would explore, you would learn about yourself, gather experiences that would help you on your journey in life, basically. And I think that deciding who I want to be, having this vision for my life, again, this stems from growing in my relationship with God as well. It helped me to see, like I said, when I started to grow in my relationship with God, it got to a point where I started to hear everywhere I go, around me, in my mind, in my sleep, to bear fruit. To bear fruit. It kept coming to me that you are the light of the world. You need to shine. And those words just helped me to decide on who I want to be, decide on the kind of life that I want to live. I want to truly enjoy my life. I want to be fulfilled in this life. And I want everyone around me that come in contact with me to feel that vibrancy, to feel that the need to live a full life, the need to flourish in every aspect of their lives, in every area, be it in motherhood, in your relationships, in your career, in yourself, like self-care, whatever, every area of life. I really want to live a full and abundant life. And, deciding who I want to be just really helped me to have a sense of direction, to know, like, when you have a vision for yourself, the way you do things is different from somebody that's just going with the flow, right? It's not like I have everything planned out or have everything figured out. It's just that I have a dream of who I want to be. And it's God inspired. It's not that I just woke up and said, you know what? I'm going to be this. I'm going to be a magician. In fact, every thought is God inspired. The one you even think that you thought by yourself is God inspired. So anyways, either ways. So I didn't just wake up in the morning and decide that, I'm going to be this person. No, it took a lot of time, which is why self-discovery takes time. It takes time. It takes knowledge. It takes experiences. In my ebook, I have the first 2 chapters of my ebook, which I would encourage you to grab a copy. It talks about how you can discover yourself, redefine yourself, because redefining yourself, I talked about like 4 different phases of life. You guys, that ebook is rich. If you need a copy, in the description box, you will find the link to download a copy. It's rich, okay? How to discover your unique assets. I talked about the Q method, Q-U-E, that's Q with a K, okay? The Q method. The point is, like, deciding who you want to be is a journey, and I thank God for the journey He's brought me, like, it's carried me through to be able to get to that point where I have now decided who I want to be, who I want to become, I have a sense of direction. And it has also helped me in parenting, the kind of offspring, the kind of marriage I want to have, and it has helped me to compare less. I would not look at anybody and be jealous. Honestly, I say this a lot when I have conversations with my husband. I do not look at anybody and be like, oh, I wish this was my life. I like a lot of people that I admire. I like the way they are living their life. I love certain things about them, but I genuinely do not wish to be anybody. I genuinely do not wish to be living anybody's life. And I know that has come from a place of knowing, having a sense of direction, having a vision for my life, and being excited for how it would unfold for me. So I'm enjoying every phase of my journey, knowing that I will get to that place that God has, proposed for me to be. So yeah, that is another decision that I made. It's a very tough decision to decide that, yes, this is who I want to be, and you stick to it. You can't decide that I want to be this, and then you look on social media and you see that people are making it in that area. Let me go to that area. It can be very distracting, but I'm glad that I was able to make that decision for myself, and I'm very excited about it. Starting a YouTube channel. Yeah, I just said that, but the actual decision is stepping out of my comfort zone, okay? Which starting a YouTube channel was really stepping out of my comfort zone. I'm happy that I did that. Stepping out of my comfort zone is a really tough decision that I had to make. Like, there are other tough decisions I've made. For example, getting married at the time I did, it was a really tough decision for me because I was all about my career, and I was really focused on building my life, getting my life somewhere, even though I didn't know what I wanted to be or what I wanted to do. But that was what was interesting, what I was more interested in at the time. Choosing to then get married at that time, regardless, I know this person is a great guy and all, but choosing to actually commit to doing life with that person at that time, it was a really tough decision for me. So I would say I'm just encompassing all of that into stepping out of my comfort zone, right? I've made a lot of decisions. I've made a couple of decisions deciding to step out of my comfort zone because I just weighed my options and I knew that I had to step out of my comfort zone. So I am glad that in certain phases of my life, I did not allow myself to settle in my comfort zone, to just be where I'm comfortable. I didn't allow myself to become uncomfortable in my comfort zone before I move, right? I remember when I was going to join my husband in China, it was a tough decision for me. I wasn't even thinking, oh, I'm newlywed. I have this new baby. I have this 6-month-old with me, and let me quickly go and I wasn't bothered. I was just like, oh, he's there. I have this child. How can I live? How can I live fully now that I'm there's nobody to cook for, there's nobody to think about, there's nobody to be it's just far away. How can I maximize this period? That was what was all on my mind. And my friends were around me, going to Owambe, all those things. They were part of my life. Going out, they were part of my life. So going to China, what would I do there? And every time I'm always at, a crossroad, I would always talk to people. And I remember one of the things my dad said to me during that period when I was, scared to go to a place that I've never been before, especially a place that's so far away. And he mentioned to me that in fact, it was one of the things he also said when I was getting married, when I was scared about it. And he was saying that if your dreams, if your visions, if the things that you want to do are really that strong in your mind, nothing will stop you. Relocating would not stop you. Getting married would not stop you. All those things would not stop you, because that thing will be at the forefront of your mind, that no matter what, you will want to achieve it. So really stepping out of my comfort zone at different phases of my life, those were tough decisions for me. But I'm glad that at every point, looking back, I'm glad that I made those decisions for myself. Starting a YouTube channel was a very tough decision. Starting on a fresh start, writing an ebook, or is it an ebook? Writing an ebook was a really tough decision for me. All these milestones that I've, achieved in my life, they were just me stepping out of my comfort zone. I did them really afraid. I'm still doing them afraid, but I'm always glad that I stepped out of my comfort zone. So yes, without making this video too long and super boring, those are 5 major decisions that I've made in my life that when I look back, I'm grateful that I was really firm. I had those personal convictions, right? That, yeah, these are decisions that I had to make, and I knew that it would. Some of them I didn't even know how it would improve the quality of my life, but I just knew that I had to make those decisions at the time I did. Another bonus one, another decision I made was to stop being judgmental. Oh God. But yeah, there you go. There you have it. So I hope this video really inspires you to, again, think about how far you've come. Be grateful for your journey. Be grateful for those decisions, those tipping points in your life where you had to, or those deciding moments in your life where you had to make decisions that even though it wasn't looking like that, you're doing the right thing, but then it took you to that tipping point where everything just started to work out for you, and then you enjoyed or you benefited from those decisions. So to be grateful, and then knowing, just be empowered and equipped to know that whatever tough decision that is ahead of you to make in life, you would look back one day and be happy that you did make those decisions at the time. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, you can share with me a topic that you want us to discuss. I would really appreciate your feedback. Thank you for your love and support. As always, you guys are amazing and I love you so much. And if you're yet to subscribe, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell notification, and give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for your time. I don't want to go, but yeah, I'm going. Bye guys. See you next time.